from pharmacist with no tech background, how I finally got into data science was because जब मैं B.Pharm में था, in my second year, I started learning Python. I did MBA from Naipur Mohali. So Puspendra sir himself taught me for GPAT, and because of him, I scored AIR 36 in GPAT. And then एक मैनेजर है, उसके अंदर फॉर एग्जांपल दो बच्चे ज्वाइन करते हैं, राइट? Alright, guys. So thank you so much for joining the first orientation class of Bootcamp with Excel, right? My name is Aditya Jindal, and I'll be your instructor throughout this course. Let me start sharing my screen, and then we can move forward. So, welcome everyone to Excel Bootcamp, Accelerate Your Consulting Career. And I'm a data scientist. So, I've done my B Pharm from DIPSAR. Then, uske baad, I did MBA from Naipur Mohali. So, Puspendra sir himself taught me for GPAT, and because of him, I scored AIR 36 in GPAT, and then I got into Naipur Mohali. Then after that, I got placement in IQVIA as an analyst, where I started my data science career for the first time. Then from IQVIA, I went to ZS as an associate consultant in decision analytics team, and then finally, I'm as a senior consultant. Right now, throughout my career, you guys would be wondering how I got into data science. So from pharmacist with no tech background, how I finally got into data science was because of my own interest and my own proactiveness. So, जब मैं B Pharm में था, in my second year, I started learning Python just for the sake of it. I didn't know if I wanted to use it. I didn't know whether it would be used anywhere, but I myself started learning Python. And when I joined IQVIA in my MBA, I realized I learned something which was very, very essential in इन दिस डोमेन. बहुत ज़रूरी है, बहुत काम आता है, राइट? एंड यहाँ से मैंने अपना कंसल्टिंग में डेटा साइंस करियर चालू करा. सो वहीं पे मैंने एक्सेल भी सीखी, बी फार्म एंड एमबीए में वहीं मैंने पाइथन भी सीखी. सो आई टोल्ड यू दिस बिकॉज आई वांट यू गाइज टू बी प्रोएक्टिव, and I want you guys to learn whether or not you think that thing would be useful or not. I just want you guys to keep learning, and that's why we launched this course. So what made us launch this course, right? There are two reasons. First, there's a huge skill gap in young professionals. Now that I'm working, मैं देखता हूँ कि बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे ज्वाइन करते हैं जिनको लगता है कि we'll learn after we join the company. Company will teach us everything, right? Which is partly true, but let me tell you how important is proactiveness and going an extra mile. So let's just take a scenario. एक मैनेजर है, उसके अंदर फॉर एग्जांपल दो बच्चे ज्वाइन करते हैं, राइट? For one person, that manager has to teach him Excel, and for another person, that person knows Excel, at least the basics of it, and the manager does not have to basically uh, teach him a lot, और उसके ज़्यादा पीछे नहीं पड़ना पड़ता, right? So naturally, you would find that the person who already knows Excel, who already has some skills, who already has joined the company with some valuable skills would be in the limelight. उसका career भी उसी हिसाब से आगे भागेगा, right? So whenever you study in a way, whenever you learn something, उसको इस तरीके से सीखो कि I want to get a job, and I want to make the life of my manager easy. I want to basically prevail over my competition. वो तभी हो पाएगा जब आपको कुछ एक्स्ट्रा आता होगा, right? Else बहुत बच्चे ज्वाइन करते हैं जो कि ये सोचते हैं कि ऑल राइट, मैं वहां पे जाके देख लूंगा, क्या बड़ी बात है, इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील, बट वो फिर मीडियोक्रिटी में ही फंसे रह जाते हैं. दे आर नॉट एबल टू compete with their peers, and after some time they think कि काश मैंने पहले पढ़ लिया होता, काश मैंने पहले देख लिया होता, काश मैंने पहले पाइथन पढ़ लिया होता, राइट? So that's why we want everyone to learn these essential skills, right? Now, second reason why we launched this course was an alternative career path for pharmacy students. So traditionally, जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं फार्मेसी के, वो कुछ ट्रेडिशनल फील्ड्स में ही जाते रहे, जैसे कि रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट हो गया, या फिर आपका रेगुलेटरी अफेयर्स हो गया, क्वालिटी इंश्योरेंस हो गया, राइट, और मे बी मार्केटिंग और सेल्स हो गया, राइट. बट these jobs do not offer you such high packages, and there is a lot of competition in these jobs, because India almost produces 4 lakh pharmacists every year, right? And these 4 lakh pharmacists compete with these compete for these jobs, right? And because of that, salary हमेशा reduce हो जाती है. And not only pharma students, students from BSc and MSc also compete for your jobs, for these traditional jobs, right? So, what's an alternative and lucrative career? Data science and consulting, right? So, you would have noticed, if you read some news, there are a lot of global GCCs, global capability centers are getting opened or launched in Hyderabad. So companies जैसे आपकी Lilly, then Amgen, Novartis, Sandoz, Sanofi, right? They are opening their tech and global capability centers in Hyderabad, and all they need are tech guys who also know pharma. So, who would fill those shoes, right? You guys are the perfect match. Now, you already know pharma. You have the background knowledge. All you need is some tech, and that's where we come in. We'll help you learn those essential skills that will help you get into these more lucrative and high paying jobs, right? आई नो कि कुछ लोगों का इंटरेस्ट होता है R&D में जाना, कुछ लोग चाहते हैं कि मैं फॉर्मुलेशंस में जाऊं एंड रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट में जाऊं या फिर रेगुलेटरी अफेयर्स में जाऊं, दैट्स फाइन, बट यू शुड हैव ऑल्टरनेटिव और प्लान बी विद यू, राइट? एंड एक्सेल आपको हर जगह काम आने वाला है. So if you get into Excel, if you learn Excel, and if you learn some data science concepts, that will help you crack those lucrative jobs, right? So what are we going to focus on in this course? Obviously, since we have a mix of students, हमारे पास बी फार्मा के भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, अभी हमारे पास मास्टर्स एमबीए के भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, एंड वी आल्सो हैव स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम माय बैच who studied with me. So in order to cater to everyone, we'll start off with very basics of the Excels, जहाँ पे हम Excel की मैनूवरिंग सीखेंगे, जहाँ पे हम सिंपल फॉर्मूलाज लगाना सीखेंगे, शॉर्टकट सीखेंगे, एंड बेसिकली हम अपने आप को एक्वेंट करेंगे कि हम थोड़ा धीरे धीरे फास्ट कैसे हो एक्सेल में. देन उसके बाद विल मूव टू सम एडवांस टॉपिक्स, जैसे कि कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग, कंडीशनल फॉर्मूलाज, देन डायनेमिक एरे फॉर्मूलाज, राइट? Using these skills, you will find yourself ready to build client ready dashboards, right? ऐसे डैशबोर्ड्स जो कि क्लाइंट को डिलीवर करे जा सकते हैं, जो कि एक स्टोरी बताते हैं, जो कि बहुत अच्छे से आपके डेटा को विजुअलाइज करते हैं. एंड to reach there, there are a lot of steps. There's a lot of learning to reach there. So you need to bear with us, right? You need to be ready to learn. You need to be up at 11 every Sunday, right? You need to ask me a lot of questions, and you'll get there. And then lastly, I'll also teach you something called claims data. So let me tell you what patient level claims data is. Basically, pharma, and specifically in US, this it's a insurance heavy industry, right? Everyone there has medical insurance. So whenever a service or whenever a drug is purchased or whenever any service is rendered within the hospital, a claim is generated. तो वो data record हो जाता है, and that is a huge data which contains a lot of information through which a lot of analysis could be done, and this is one of the most expensive data in pharma, right? इसके थ्रू हम बहुत सारे एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट आई वर्क इन. सो आई ऑल्सो टीच यू अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट दिस दिस क्लेम्स डेटा, पेशेंट लेवल क्लेम्स डेटा. तो ये भी आप अपने सीवी में लिख पाएंगे, इसके बारे में बात कर पाएंगे अपने रिक्रूटर से, एंड यू विल बी एबल टू बेसिकली हाईलाइट योर सीवी among a lot of what do you call भीड़, right? So what's next? एक्सेल सीखने के बाद आगे का नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है? Now, some people might want to shift to consulting. Then for them, Excel is completely fine. So whatever we teach in this slide, whatever I've written in this slide is enough for you, for the people who want to get into consulting. But for people who want to go an extra step, right? Who want to get into data science, right? As you all know, there's a boom of data science, and highest packages and highest salaries are offered in this field. will help you learn all the basic skills, all the skills required to get into data science. After Excel, we'll plan to start a course for basics of Python. Then we'll move to data analytics with Python, and then we'll also teach you all machine learning and data science concepts with practical knowledge of Python, right? So this entire package would help you crack data science jobs, would give you all the skills that is required and all the knowledge that is required to crack these jobs, right? Do you guys have any questions?
अब इस पर्टिकुलर कोर्स को आपको ज्वाइन कैसे करना है? तो ज्वाइन करने के लिए आप drpkclasses.com में जाइएगा, यहाँ पर पूरा लिखा भी हुआ होगा, या फिर इस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में फर्स्ट लाइन में इस कोर्स का लिंक आ जाएगा, और पिन कमेंट में भी इस कोर्स का लिंक आएगा, वहां पर से क्लिक करके आप डायरेक्टली पहुंच सकते हो। तो drpkclasses.com में आपको जाना है, जाने के बाद कोर्सेस में जाना है, कोर्सेस में जाने के बाद स्क्रॉल डाउन करना है, स्क्रॉल डाउन करना, तो आपको ये मिल जाएगा एडवांस्ड एक्सेल बूट कैंप, है ना, इसमें क्लिक करना है। क्लिक करने के बाद यहाँ पर ये तो कंटिन्यू आ रहा है, आपको 699 का दिखाएगा। बाय दिस पैकेज करके जाओगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली 100 रुपीज का डिस्काउंट आ जाएगा, 599 रुपए में आपको कोर्स मिल जाएगा, और उसको पे करने के बाद आपका कोर्स स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। ये जो बैच है हम लोग स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं इस पर्टिकुलर बैच को कब से? 16 मार्च से, ठीक है, 16 मार्च से। अब आपके मन में एक डाउट ये भी आएगा, 16 मार्च से स्टार्ट हुआ, मैं तो ये वीडियो 20 मार्च को देख रहा हूँ, ये मैं तो ये वीडियो अप्रैल में देख रहा हूँ, तो मैं कैसे करूं? तो भाई आपको उसका रिकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगा। मान लो 20 या 25 मार्च को देख रहे हो, एक दो क्लास हो गया है, तो उसका रिकॉर्डिंग देख लो, बाकी अपकमिंग लाइव सेशंस है वो कर लो। तो आप कभी भी इस कोर्स को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। जब भी ज्वाइन करोगे उससे 365 डेज तक ये पर्टिकुलर कोर्स का वैलिडिटी रहेगा।
If you guys want, if you guys have some request, or if you want to learn something specific, you can also ask that. If you want some career advice, you can also ask those questions right now. Sir, I'm a beginner and never use Excel. Can this course help me? This course is actually for you. ये course भवनीत आप ही के लिए है। मतलब as I told you, हम बिल्कुल बेसिक से चालू करेंगे। हम देखेंगे कि एक सेल क्या है, हम देखेंगे कि फॉर्मूलाज कैसे बनाते हैं, हम देखेंगे कि एक्सेल में मूव कैसे करते हैं। देन उसके बाद धीरे धीरे हम अपनी स्किल्स बढ़ाएंगे, हम कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्मूलाज लगाना सीखेंगे। देन हम फॉर्मूलाज कुड बी एज लॉन्ग एज अ सेंटेंस, इतने बड़े बड़े फॉर्मूलाज लगते हैं, हम वो सब सीखेंगे इस कोर्स में। सो यू डोंट नीड टू वरी, ऑल यू नीड टू हैव इज अ लैपटॉप एंड द सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ MS Excel with you, and rest will take care. Is completing MBA necessary to get into consulting? No. So MBA could be a requirement, but it's not a necessity. So you can get into consulting without MBA as well, but I think masters is definitely required. How to apply to companies? Sir, research maybe, definitely research maybe बहुत helpful है. So if you, I'm not sure if you know or not, in research as well you generate a lot of data. If you do some test, तुम कोई maybe cells पे कुछ test run कर रहे हो, या फिर तुम capsules या tablets पे कुछ test run कर रहे हो, you generate a lot of data, right? For that data you need to do a lot of statistical analysis, जिसमें हमें prove करना पड़ता है कि whether the result are statistically significant or not, different or not, right? उसके लिए भी हम Excel use करते हैं, तो definitely research में भी बहुत काम आता है आपके लिए Excel. So total time taken by this course. So we are planning to complete this course in 6 weeks. 1.5 घंटे की क्लास हर संडे, बट इफ रिक्वायर्ड वी कैन टेक फ्यू एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस, सो थोड़ा कम ज्यादा, बट 6 हफ्ते में वी आर प्लानिंग टू कंप्लीट दिस कोर्स. Sir, apart from consulting job, what are other career opportunities? So as I told you, so consulting is a bigger job family, right? Within consulting you get data analytics, data science, secondary research, competitive analysis, right? Then you also get medical affairs. So the बहुत सारे opportunities है within consulting. Consulting एक बहुत बड़ा umbrella है. What type of questions asked in placement related to Excel in NIPER? Alright, so जब मेरा इंटरव्यू हुआ था IQVIA का, so I had written कि I know how to do Excel. So they asked, because इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे they generally do not take your exact Excel test, but वो simple questions ऐसे पूछ सकते हैं कि इस चीज के लिए क्या फॉर्मूला यूज करोगे, कैगर के लिए क्या फॉर्मूला यूज करोगे, राइट? एक्सेल में ऐसा ऑप्शन कहाँ पे होता है? सो वेरी बेसिक क्वेश्चंस, बट ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि वो आपको एक केस स्टडी दे दें करने के लिए डेटा के साथ. डिपेंड्स अपॉन द कंपनी, राइट? फॉर दैट यू नीड टू नो very good Excel to crack that case study, right? And will help you in learning all of those concepts. So Anab is asking, sir, the guys from BTech background are in competition. Yes, definitely they are. But so his question is, sir, the guys from BTech background are in our competition for these jobs. Yes, definitely they are. But you guys have an advantage that you already know the domain, and they don't. All they know is how to run code. They do not know the business, right? That's where you come in. If you know business and also the tech, then you'll be the choice. So exactly like me, right? मैं भी तो आपकी तरह बी फॉर्म और मास्टर्स हूँ, and I've never had a formal tech training, but I'm a data scientist in Sinners. I write SQL all day long. I deal with terabytes of data. I develop machine learning models, right? So आपकी knowledge आपको बहुत हेल्प करती है to crack these jobs. सर केवल संडे ही क्लासेस रहेंगी. Right now we are planning for Sundays only, but we can see, we can discuss with Pushpendra sir if we can arrange for something else. But right now we are just planning for Sunday itself. So after completing this course, what can we learn? Where can we learn Python? Right. So after completing this course, we are only planning to launch the Python course. So आप हमसे ही सीख सकते हैं Python. Sir, I'm from back. So Parth is asking, sir, I'm from back. A kind request to everyone, please. जब भी आप मैसेज लिखें ना, तो प्लीज छोटे शॉर्ट फॉर्म्स मत लिखिए. इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू रीड, राइट? सो आप कंप्लीट फुल सेंटेंसेस लिखिए. सर, एम एम फ्रॉम बैकग्राउंड, डज दिस कोर्स अलाउ मी टू अप्लाई टू कंपनीज लाइक बिग फोर? डेफिनेटली. सो बिग फोर, I think all of them have pharma consulting wings. So I know two to three of my friends who are in EY, PwC, and I think Deloitte as well. I'm not sure if there's someone in KPMG, but yes, there are pharmaceutical consulting teams in all of these big four companies, and yes, you can apply to them. So, can I ask everyone a question? So, what is your background with Excel? Uh, क्या आप में से किसी को Excel आता है, या for all of you it's completely zero, completely you would be starting from the basics? Sir, and activity types of company experiences requirement I have seen in LinkedIn. So experience as in आप freshers job के लिए apply करेंगे ना? You would not apply for jobs which are which are which require 2 to 3 years of experience. For campus, for people who are in campus, there's a golden opportunity. जब आपकी campus placement चालू होती है, right? That is the best place to go into the companies, क्योंकि आपके पास experience zero होता है, and वो experience भी नहीं चाहती companies जो आपको hire करने आती हैं. They also do not need experience, right? So that is your best bet. If somehow you're not able to get a placement there, then you start to apply through your networks through these companies, right? And slowly and steadily वहां पे भी हो जाता है. Zero, I know Excel starting from basics थोड़ा सा आता है. I know Excel beginner है sir Excel में. Awesome. So I think we have a great batch, and we have curated this course for you only. So most of the students that I can see do not know Excel that much, and believe me, will handhold you and will teach you everything that you need to know about the Excel, right? And इसके बाद आपको लगेगा कि यार इतना सब पॉसिबल एक्सेल में हमें पता ही नहीं था, right? So after completion of this course, when we can learn Python, or you, yes, as I told you, Ambrish earlier as well, we are planning to, once we complete the Excel course, we are planning to start the Python course as well, depending upon the response. सर क्लासेस ओनली संडे को ही होंगी, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली बिकॉज जस्ट क्लासेस संडे को सुबह 11 से 12:30 ही होंगी, सो दैट वी कैन स्टैंडर्डाइज अ टाइम. बट इफ देर इज अ ह्यूज डिमांड, देन हम आगे पीछे थोड़ा देख सकते हैं. बस मोस्ट प्रोबेबली 11 से 12:30 ही होंगी. बट इफ यू आर, अगर आप मिस कर रहे हैं क्लासेस, तो वी ऑल्सो हैव द रिकॉर्डिंग्स. बट आई वुड प्रेफर कि आप लोग क्लास लाइव ज्वाइन करें, सो दैट यू कैन आस्क मी दीज क्वेश्चंस, क्योंकि Excel is something which is very technical, and watching recordings might not help because आप वहाँ पे questions नहीं पूछ सकते हो, right? So try to get up early on Sundays. I know it's difficult. You might be in college and you need to sleep at least a day, but it's just about 6 weeks, and this will help you a lot. All right. And also, after we complete this course, we are going to provide you with a certificate that you can basically add to your resume. That certificate would be posted to your physically to your addresses. So please update your addresses in the app, and Pushpendra sir will also help you with that if you face any issues. So, any other questions or any other requests about Excel? तो किसी को कुछ specific सीखना है Excel में? You can also add that here. If you sleep on Sunday, it will keep your Excel away, right? Sir? Exactly. Sir, please provide us real case that we... Oh, definitely. So, अगर आप लोगों ने course का वो देखा होगा manual, so what I'm trying to do is after every class, I'll share a case study with you that you are supposed to solve, and then in next class I'll try to answer the questions, right? So हम मैं आपको definitely वो real case real data पे दूंगा. Research related भी सिखा दीजिएगा. So Dipti, what do you mean by research related? Can you please highlight that? AI टूल हम नेक्स्ट कोर्स में सीखेंगे. यहाँ पे हम अभी सिर्फ एक्सेल पे ध्यान दे रहे हैं. ठीक है, एआई टूल में हम एआई बनाना सीखेंगे पाइथन पे. व्हाई आर यू वरिंग, दीप्ति? जिसको हम रिसर्च में यूज कर सकते हैं. डेफिनेटली, डेफिनेटली. सो वट एवर यू लर्न हेयर, दीप्ति, डेटा कुड बी डिफरेंट, बट फॉर्मूलाज एंड एक्सेल वुड बी सेम, राइट? आप किसी भी डेटा के साथ यू कैन यूज दोज फॉर्मूलाज, यू कैन यूज योर लर्निंग्स फ्रॉम दिस कोर्स टू एनालाइज दैट. सो doesn't matter if it's research data or if it's commercial data or it's consulting data, तो आप हर जगह सेम लर्निंग्स अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. SQL, yes, good question, Abhimanyu. I think I missed that. So in our next courses, we'll also integrate SQL somehow, and that is very essential skill to learn. Thank you for highlighting that, Abhimanyu. We'll definitely add that as well. पहले एक्सेल सीख लो, फिर यूटिलाइजेशन अपने आप समझ आ जाएगा. करेक्ट, करेक्ट सर. आई हैव टेकन एडमिशन इन रुनगाता कॉलेज बिहाली एट माय एम फॉर्म स्टूडेंट. आई कैन ड्रॉप एंड टारगेट गुड इंस्टीट्यूशन, बट आई थिंक इसके लिए हम डिफरेंट एक सेशन रखेंगे, आकाश, टू आंसर दीज क्वेश्चंस, राइट? आकाश वाली वही पढ़ो. अच्छा, हाँ. ऑसम. ऑलराइट, सो आई थिंक दैट इज फ्रॉम माय साइड. I hope all of you guys are excited for this course, and I hope all of you would join on time every weekend. So it will motivate me. अगर आप लोग आओगे, उतनी ही एनर्जी से मैं पढ़ा पाऊंगा, उतना ही ज्यादा आप सीख पाएंगे, राइट? सो डू नॉट मिस द क्लासेस एंड बी रिस्पॉन्सिव. जैसे आज आपने इतने सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे, आई वॉन्ट कि आप हर संडे इतने क्वेश्चन पूछे, एंड फिर वो मेरी जिम्मेदारी होगी कि आप सीख कर जाए यहाँ से. ठीक है? And just one more thing, I want you guys to install Excel in your laptops. That is the only requirement for this course. Without that, you won't be able to practice. So I think the Excel subscription is about 688 rupees per month if you go at Microsoft website. So you can have install that as well, or you can use a student version of Excel as well, which is free. So please do have that installed before our next class. Awesome. All right, guys. So that is from my side. Let's meet next week, and all the best. Excel 360 is not necessary. Any Excel would work, but Excel 360 basically is Excel 365. It is the latest one, so it gives you all the functionality that earlier Excel might not have. So I remember that there are formulas such as filter or I think maxifs. So they're not available in previous version of Excel, but they are in Excel 365. So if you have that, that is best, but it's fine if you have the earlier version as well. 19 is also okay. 2013 is very old. Current, I'm not sure how helpful that would be because we would be learning a lot of new formulas. It might not have those formulas, but instead of buying, you can use the online version of MS Excel as well. It is free. So current there's an online version of Microsoft Excel. If you just go to the Microsoft website, log in there, you can use the Excel there online. You do not need to install or download anything. You would get all the functionality in your browser itself, right? If you do not want to buy a latest version, so that would be free for you. Sir, one thing I want to ask, that Python and SQL included in this course or just complete? So in this course, we have only included MS Excel because that is itself a big uh, technology, right? So we would concentrate on that completely in this course, and then post completing this course, we'll start with Python and SQL. Virtual box se bhi ho jata hai, right? All right. So I think that is it for today, guys. If you have any questions, we have a WhatsApp group. You can ask all of your questions there as well. You can contact Pushpendra sir or me if you have any questions that you want to ask personally. Right? We Please do not hesitate. And if you are facing any issues technically, you can please go ahead and ask Pushpendra sir. He'll resolve all of your issues, and do add your addresses in your app if you want to get your certificate. Is there a specific master's degree for? Yes, there are specific master's degree for data science. I think BITS Pilani, IITs, and all the MBA colleges give that. But I think you need to give an entrance exam for that as well. Hi, Idris, Fatima. Yes. So all we have done is given intro to the course. I think you can look at the recording after this call, and I think that would be fine. You didn't miss much today, but please be on time from next Sunday. Awesome. All right. So thank you, everyone. I'll meet you guys next Sunday. Bye bye. Have a nice day.